Joker. The actor behind the Joker was Heath Ledger, one of the most gifted performers of his generation. His role in The Dark Knight was so powerful that it instantly became legendary. On January 22, 2008, Heath Ledger was found unresponsive in his New York apartment. Emergency crews were called, but he could not be revived. The official report later ruled his death as an accidental overdose caused by the combined effects of prescription medications. What made the tragedy even more shocking was that The Dark Knight had not yet been released. After the film came out, Ledger's unforgettable performance earned him a posthumous Academy Award, making his legacy even stronger. Black Panther. The face behind Black Panther was Chadwick Boseman, the actor who brought King T'Challa to life with strength, dignity, and grace. What the world didn't know was that Boseman had been privately battling colon cancer since 2016. Even while undergoing surgeries and chemotherapy, he continued filming major movies like Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. He kept his struggle hidden from the public and kept working through immense pain. On August 28, 2020, Chadwick Boseman passed away at his home in Los Angeles, surrounded by his family. He was only 43 years old, and his death left millions in complete shock. Batman. The man many fans still remember as the original Batman was Adam West. His version of the Caped Crusader in the 1960s television series became one of the most iconic portrayals in superhero history. Even later in life, Adam West remained active in entertainment and continued to be loved by generations of fans. In 2017, after quietly battling leukemia, he passed away peacefully in Los Angeles at the age of 88. His death brought an emotional response from fans all over the world. Days later, Los Angeles honored him by projecting the bat signal onto City Hall, creating a farewell that felt worthy of Gotham's hero himself. Superman. The man who became Superman for an entire generation was Christopher Reeve. For many fans, he wasn't just playing the hero, he truly represented him. In 1995, Reeve suffered a devastating horse riding accident that left him paralyzed from the neck down. It was a life-changing tragedy, but instead of giving up, he became a powerful advocate for spinal cord research and disability awareness. He inspired millions with his courage and resilience. In October 2004, complications from an infection led to heart failure, and Christopher Reeve passed away at the age of 52. His later years showed a form of real-life heroism that touched people around the world. Eric Draven. The actor who played Eric Draven in The Crow was Brandon Lee, the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee. He was young, talented, and widely seen as a rising star in Hollywood. On March 31, 1993, during filming in North Carolina, a prop gun was fired in a scene that went horribly wrong. A bullet fragment that had remained lodged in the barrel was launched when a blank round was fired, striking Brandon Lee in the abdomen. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors tried for hours to save him, but the injuries were too severe. He died that same day at just 28 years old. His tragic death became one of the most devastating accidents in Hollywood history and changed movie set safety forever. Thunderbolt Ross. The actor behind Thunderbolt Ross in the Marvel films was William Hurt, an Academy Award-winning performer known for his intelligence and quiet intensity on screen. For years, Hurt had been battling prostate cancer, much of it away from the public eye. Even after the illness spread, he continued acting and appearing in major productions. That determination showed how deeply committed he was to his craft. On March 13, 2022, William Hurt passed away at his home in Oregon at the age of 71. His death marked the loss of a deeply respected actor whose career spanned decades. Brian O'Connor. The actor behind Brian O'Connor from Fast and Furious was Paul Walker, one of the most beloved stars in the franchise. On November 30, 2013, Walker attended a charity event in California for his organization, Reach Out Worldwide. Later that day, he left as a passenger in a Porsche driven by his friend Roger Rodas. The car was traveling at high speed when it lost control, crashed, and burst into flames. Both men died at the scene. Paul Walker was only 40 years old. His sudden death devastated fans across the world and forced the production of Furious 7 to pause before it was later completed as a tribute to him. Maria. The actress many remember from West Side Story was Natalie Wood, who played Maria and became one of Hollywood's brightest stars. In November 1981, Natalie Wood was spending Thanksgiving weekend on a yacht near Catalina Island with her husband Robert Wagner, actor Christopher Walken, and the boat's captain. During the night, she disappeared. The next morning, her body was found floating in the ocean. Her death was initially ruled an accidental drowning, but years later, the case was reopened after new statements raised serious questions. To this day, the full truth behind Natalie Wood's death remains one of Hollywood's most haunting mysteries. Jim Stark. The actor behind Jim Stark in Rebel Without a Cause was James Dean, one of the most iconic young stars in film history. On September 30th, 1955, Dean was driving his Porsche 550 Spyder to a racing event in California when another car turned into his path. The collision was devastating. He suffered severe injuries and was pronounced dead shortly after reaching the hospital. James Dean was only 24 years old. Even with such a short career, his image, style, and legacy became immortal, making him one of cinema's most enduring legends. Capote. The actor behind the unforgettable role of Truman Capote was Philip Seymour Hoffman, widely regarded as one of the finest actors of his generation. Despite his immense success, Hoffman struggled with substance abuse for years. On February 2, 2014, after failing to meet his family as planned, he was found dead in his New York apartment. The medical examiner later ruled his death as acute mixed drug intoxication. He was 46 years old and still working on major projects at the time. His loss was a painful reminder that even the most brilliant talents can face deeply personal battles. From Joker to Superman, from Black Panther to Batman, these characters became unforgettable because of the actors who brought them to life. Their endings were tragic, but their performances continue to inspire millions around the world. They may be gone, but the roles they played and the legacy they left behind will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and share it with others. Drop your suggestions for the next video's topic in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.